Terrific duel. But Maximus Hall comes across the line, and with 8 seconds to go as he crosses the line, that means we've got 2 laps to go. But yes, the black and orange flag there for the 36 and the 59, so problems I'm afraid for both Ryan and the 59 of CJ Morgan, as Smith has managed to hold on to third briefly, because now he has got Flop behind him. Darren Fox coming back in it, diving to the inside of Druids. Has he got the space? Yes, he has, but can he get in? And they go bang doors, and they've got damage. Druids going to get dents and Petters. So Harvey gets through to third, Petters gets through at the expense of Flop and Smith. That is very unfortunate for both drivers. And now the front splitter, the front bumper.
Sure, yeah.
Riding on the bottom of the floor, that's a big problem. If that comes off at the wrong angle, it's really going to do some damage. And Kieran Roberts falls into the mix to retire.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Brands Hatch. It is almost time now for the Classic Modern Motorsport Club Southern Super Saloons and Tin Tops Race 1. We haven't been able to get down into assembly yet, but we will a little bit later, don't you worry. You will hear from the drivers today, I can assure you that, although unfortunately at the end of this race at the checkered flag, I have been told they are going to be sent straight back to the outer paddock, so we're not going to get a chance to catch up with them straight away. We will, however, be able to talk to the drivers before their second race, so don't worry, you will hear from the CMMCS drivers today for our exclusive little behind the scenes look and chat with as many of the drivers as we possibly can. Right, before though we're about to get to the action, let's just remind ourselves of how things finished up in qualifying a little bit earlier this morning. Let's just pop that graphic on screen so you can see for yourself. In a very busy session indeed, 32 cars in total. Rod Burley, of course, sticking it on pole position. Michael Eustace in second. Ronan Bradley going very well in third place. Peter Selden in fourth. Then Paul Watson in fifth. Chris Bassett in sixth. Martin Reynolds, he's a busy man this weekend, in seventh place. Dave Hutchins in eighth. And Martin Scott in ninth. And Adrian Bradley in 10th. Chris Adams in 11th. Steve Down in 12th. Jack Whitehead in 13th. Chris Whiteman in 14th. Graham Richardson will line up in 15th. Ian Searle in 16th. Donald Dewar in 17th. Alexander Baldwin lines up 18th. Mason Parker is 19th. Callum Perfect 20th. Alex Martin 21st. James Searle 22nd. Paul Keynes 23rd. Stephen Watson 24th. Bernie Baxter 25th. Dave Cohen 26th. John Wilde 27th. Chris Burley 28th. Alex Coute is 29th. Justin Ross is 30th. Peter Osborne 31st. And Neil Gardiner 32nd. As you can see, the Junior Saloons have just finished up as well. So let's take that graphic down, because we do not have long to go now before the CMMCS cars will make their way onto the track. The Super Saloons and the Tin Tops. There's more CMMCS action tomorrow as well. We won't be live for that, unfortunately, but it is the Intermark Silhouettes tomorrow. If you're in the area, you can always pop down and maybe have a little look. Why not come down? Just say that the sun comes out here at Brands Hatch. We've got a misty morning this morning, didn't we? If you watched the qualifying action a little bit earlier, it was an absolute cracker. It really was. It was wonderful. It was only a 10-minute session. The race here a little bit different. 15-minute race here. Lights out due to be at 12:05. So actually, we've managed to pull a bit of time back, which is good. We have had a couple of red flags in qualifying sessions, not with the CMMCS. We had a couple of red flags with the Ginetta Juniors in qualifying this morning, one with the Junior Saloons as well, although the Junior Saloons have just finished a thrilling race. In fact, it's their championship deciding weekend. Now, we are asking a couple of questions today. We want to know what is your favourite track in the UK. We've been doing it all throughout the course of the day so far. We've had votes from the Classic Touring Car fans, votes from the CMMCS fans and drivers, etc. We want to hear from you. Comment below, we can see your comments. Now, best place to have your say is actually a live sport now on YouTube. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through there. And the reason to do that is because if you do comment on there, we can show it on screen as well. So do make sure you hit subscribe whilst you're over there too. And whilst we are just waiting for the cars to come out as well, if you do want to find out more about the Classic Modern Motorsport Club Southern series, then there is also a link in the body of this broadcast to their website. So the marshals are just getting themselves on track now, ready to line the cars up. And we'll be underway. 15-minute race here. What a season it's been for the CMMCS. It's a real treat to be here. It's the second time we've actually covered the CMMCS. We're doing everything off one camera as well. It's a good place to do it, Brands Hatch Indy. The short circuit, of course. Expect this to be an absolute thriller. 32 cars going around the Indy circuit here. A huge grid for the CMMCS today. An absolute huge grid.
All good?
How you doing, Jake? You all right?
Hello.
Nice to see you. You all right?
You all right?
Yeah, good. So almost time to get things underway here. Remember, have your say, comment below. We want to hear from you. Will Rod Burley get to that checkered flag before anybody else? What do you think? Michael Eustace right in the hunt though. A lot of drivers are. This is going to be an absolute thriller of a 15-minute race. There is just a bit of work going on. You can actually see on your screen at the minute. I think one of the junior Saloon cars went off the track. Will just need to be recovered. They'll pull it around and then we'll get the cars out on track. This race for the CMMCS was due to get underway at 12:05. So it's looking like that's going to be stuck to, doesn't it? Unless they can maybe just get away a little bit sooner. Looks like we're going to have a standing start here as well. It is going to be an absolute corker of a race. As we said, comment below. Tell us who are you supporting today as well in this race. We're live across Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it. We're live on it. So just a slight pause here at Brands Hatch. It's quite a mild day. The sun is trying to beat through. In fact, I think it's going to be a very pleasant afternoon. A perfect day to go racing. The track is now bone dry. It was quite greasy earlier this morning, as it always is first thing in the morning, certainly in November. As I said, the action we've seen so far, we've seen quite a bit of action. We had the Ginetta Junior Championship race as well. We've just had the second race of the day, which is the Junior Saloons, and now about to have the third race, which is of course the CMMCS Super Saloons and Tin Tops. As I mentioned a few times already, if you're tuning in and thinking, well, where are the silhouettes? That's tomorrow, the Intermark silhouettes. They have their final races of the season tomorrow. It's not going to be live streamed, so if you want to see that, you will have to come to Brands Hatch and witness it for yourself. Not long to go. The cars, the drivers just waiting in assembly. Just looks like a little bit of repair work going on the barrier at the top. I don't think we're going to be too much longer as one of the saloon cars has been pulled back. There's another one just down here actually off to our left is going to be pulled in as well, just behind us. We haven't been covering the junior saloons today, but it's number 353, the Lynch car. Great race by the way for the junior saloons, it really was. A bit of calm before the storm, isn't it? I wonder how the drivers are feeling down in that assembly area. Of course, as we know, Rob Burley, a very experienced racer. I bet he still gets nervous. And whilst we've got a bit of time, we are asking the question today. We do want to find out, by the end of today, we want to know which is the most popular circuit in the UK. It's got to be in the UK, so to get your votes in, the way that we're counting a vote is you have to comment below. Comment below, we can see it, and if you do it at Live Sport Now on YouTube, we can even show it on screen as well. So do keep your comments coming in. We want to know which is the favourite track in the UK. So far we've had votes for Brands Hatch, quite a few votes for Cadwell Park. It's Cadwell Park leading the way at the minute. Donington Park's had some. Even Knock Hill has had a few votes. I can't comment on Knock Hill because I've never been. Now safety car is out. Rod Burley is just behind it, and as you can see, finally for the CMMCS, we are about to get underway for race one. We've got a second race to bring you a little bit later. You will hear from the drivers later today as well. They are in the outer paddock. Unfortunately, as soon as this race finishes, they are going to be heading straight back out to the outer paddock, but I can assure you, before the final race, we are going to be in assembly area with the drivers, having a good chat to as many of them as we possibly can. So there is Rod Burley and that Ford Escort WRC number 44. Look at it, what a machine. Michael Eustace alongside him. There's Ronan Bradley there too. Just make sure he's getting into the right place. So let's just quickly put the qualifying graphic up on the screen whilst the cars do line themselves up. So just a reminder, Rob Burley on pole, Michael Eustace in second, Ronan Bradley in third, Peter Selden in fourth, and Paul Watson in fifth, Chris Bassett in sixth, Martin Reynolds in seventh, Dave Hutchins in eighth, Martin Scott in ninth, Adrian Bradley in 10th. Then from 11 down to 32, we have got Chris Adams, Steve Down, Jack Whitehead, Chris Whiteman, Graham Richardson, Ian Searle, Donald Dewar, Alexander Baldwin, Mason Parker, Callum Perfect, Alex Martin, James Searle, Paul Keynes, Stephen Watson, Bernie Baxter, Dave Cohen, John Wild, Chris Burley, Alex Cote, Justin Ross, Peter Osborne and Neil Gardiner. Your 32 qualifies for this race for the CMMCS Tin Tops and Super Saloons Race 1. There they are. Let's take that image down. The cars sort of midway through now, just getting themselves into position with help from the marshals. 15-minute race. 15 minutes of hardcore action. It's going to be an absolute corker here at Brands Hatch today. What a sight, so much so I'm going to have to geek out a little bit and take a photo of this. The engines are just ticking over idly. It sounds, it feels like we're about to have thunder here at Brands Hatch. The roar, the power of what we're about to witness here. And it looks like the final car at the back is now lined up. It is the Citroen Saxo. I think the marshals are happy, just final few checks. We'll get things underway behind the safety car, of course, for the formation lap. What a sight. And we have a decent number of spectators here today as well, pleased to say. Often takes a hardy soul to come to a racetrack in November, although we do have a very good weather forecast for today, so we're not expecting any issues with the weather. Certainly no rain today, so we're expecting dry conditions all throughout the afternoon. We've got a second race to bring you a little bit later too, don't forget. And of course, if you are staying tuned and want to catch up with the classic touring cars later, you can. We'll be bringing that 40-minute all-comers race live and exclusive for you this afternoon from 3:25. But for now, here we go. Rob Burley leads them away on the formation lap here for the Classic Modern Motorsport Club Southern Series Tin Tops and Super Saloons Race 1 here at Brands Hatch Indy. So here they come, the tight left-hander. Graham Hill Bend, I actually think it's the hardest corner at Brands Hatch. You can tell me if you think I'm wrong. But this is your show though. One thing we like to do at Live Sport now is make it all about the people watching it as well. It's all about the drivers, it's all about the teams, it's all about you as well. This is your show. React to us, talk to us, engage with us. This is the beauty of live streaming as opposed to putting it on TV, is we can actually really engage with you. You can talk to us back. We want to hear from you. Let's have your comments below. Live Sport Now on YouTube is the place to comment, 'cause if you do it there, we can put it on screen. Now here we go. We are going to have a rolling start, and it's going to be Rob Burley to lead the way. Eustace alongside. Are you ready for this? Things are about to get heated here at Brands Hatch. The sun has just come out at the start of this race. Here we go. CMMCS race 1 underway. Got it, Super Saloons team tops as they barrel their way down into Paddock Hill, and it is Burley who leads the way. Eustace in second. Bradley holds on to third. Looks like Eustace is going to try and go around the outside. He's going to have a bit of a run. Is he not? Look at that Ford Escort WRT. It just powers away, and I think everybody gets down Paddock Hill safely. Yes, they do, as they go up into Druids, and it's still Burley leading away from Eustace. Bradley in third. And the Peugeot, look at that, the 306 having a great drive there in fourth place. And look at that, it's switching all around. Who's got the legs? Who's got the gas? Who's got the horsepower underneath the bonnet there? It's Burley who leads the way. He's managing to hold off the fight from Eustace, but Eustace is not letting him go in that BMW. It's Ford Escort. In fact, he does. He takes it to the inside line, and he does. He makes it. We've got a spinner down there as well. One of the VWs is off, but they're okay. But it is Eustace who leads this race now. He managed to get switched back. Burley's going to try and go down the outside. Eustace shuts the door on him, says, no way are you coming through here. Not this time. And it is Eustace who holds on to the lead. Wow, what a start. What a start indeed. Everybody's still going on track, I'm pleased to say. We did have one of the, and another spinner at the top. It's the same car. I think it's the VW. I'm not too sure who it is just yet. I'll let you know. I just wonder if they might have a bit of a suspension issue there. So Eustace leads the way from Burley, Bradley in third, Bassett in fourth. What a start by Bassett in the 306 in that Peugeot, going great guns. Coming over the line now is number 21, which is Bradley, Bradley, a couple of spins on the opening lap, but everybody's still going, I'm pleased to say. Oh no, where's Baxter, number 39? I don't have number 39 Baxter car registered on TSL. Right, now, here we go. Things starting to open up a little bit now in this race. Things have settled down after lap 1. We're now on lap 3, as you can see. It is Burley leading the way. We've got somebody just entering the pits now, and I'll let you know who it is. So Watson is up to 4th, Bassett drops down to 5th, Selden stays 6th, Martin Reynolds is up to 7th, Hutchins drops down to 8, Whiteman is 9th, Dan is 10th. They are your runners and riders. It's Scott, number 45, into the pits now, and dropping down the order as you'd expect. Another car pulling into the pits as well. Wow, we've had a lightning start here at Brands Hatch on the Indy circuit for this race. What an absolute corker this has been already. We're only 2.5 minutes into it. Don't go anywhere. You cannot take your eyes off this at all. So Scott's in the pits, number 45. Osborne's also in the pits as well, number 177. In fact, I can see Scott just beneath me in the VW, just coming along. In fact, I think, is he going to go straight through? Is Scott going to go back out? And Scott is out of this race, unfortunately. So Scott pulls back, he's headed back to the outer paddock. Scott out of the race, number 45. Right, Eustace leads the way. Fastest lap so far, 51.416. Burley still in second, Bradley in third. So Eustace, Burley, Bradley, no change. Watson in fourth, no change. Selden has got past Bassett on that last lap. So Selden's up to fifth, Bassett in sixth. Then it's Reynolds, Hutchins, Whiteman, Dan, Adams, Whitehead, Richardson, Baxter. Cohen's up to 15. Perfect drops down to 16th. Dewars 17th. Parker and Angle have moved up a place of 18 and 19 respectively. Baldwin stays 20th. Ian Sells down to 21st. Jason Sells 22nd. Then Martin Keynes are 23rd, 24th respectively. Then S. Watson moved up to 25th. Wow, there's so much to keep abreast of it. It really is quite special, isn't it? The main story so far, Burley started on pole, but Eustace managed to get past it with a switchback right at the end of lap 1. It was beautiful. One of the, as we can see as well, driving with arm out. We're going to have another car into the pits. A bit of smoke coming off. It looks like the right wheel. I wonder if there's a puncture there or something a little bit more severe. excuse me, just whilst I try and catch my breath, and I can tell you another VW's gone off at the top. I wonder if it's Bradley at the top of Druids, another spin. I wonder if there is a problem. We'll find out. Apologies if I've got it wrong. I'll tell you exactly who it is as soon as I see the number on the car. Just coming around Graham Hill now. And it was, number 21, A. Bradley, with another spin up at Druids. That's the third spin. Now, Eustace still leading the way, but Burley gets so close to him down the start-finish straight. We do have oil on the track, that's why. So we do have the yellow and red flag, striped flag, which means signifying there is oil on the track. This flag is actually at the top of Paddock Hill Bend, so I just wonder if the driver's going to have to be a little bit careful, a little bit tentative going down there, because it's all right having it there, but where exactly is? In fact, we have a safety car. We have a safety car. Safety car is out. So the safety car is out. Number 39's in the pits. That's Baxter is in the pits as well. So as we know, Scott's out of the race, Osborne's out of the race. I think Baxter might be about to retire from this race as well. We do have a car. The reason why you might be able to see it at the top there. We obviously have a car that's gone into the barrier at the top. I think it's Callum Perfect, unfortunately, is out of this race. So 9 minutes left to go. We are under safety car conditions here. Eustace leads the way from Burley, from Ronan Bradley, from P. Watson and Selden, Reynolds, Bassett, Hutchins, Whiteman, Dan Adams, Whitehead, Richardson, Cowan, Dewar, Parker, Angle, Baldwin, Ian Selden, J. Sell, Keynes, Martin. Then we've got S. Watson, Burley, Wild, Coutet, and A. Bradley. And then unfortunately from this race we've lost Baxter, we've lost Perfect, we've lost Scott, and we've lost Osborne. With just over 8.5 minutes left on the clock. So we definitely had the oil flag out as well. But now, of course, under safety car conditions, they're just going to have to remove that car. Safety car conditions. But what a lightning start it was. Burley and Eustace really going toe-to-toe, wasn't it? I thought Burley was going to hold on to the lead, but Eustace with the switchback at the end of lap 1 managed to get through, and did until the safety car come out, get a few legs on Burley, and sort of in control, but this is going to give Rob Burley another opportunity here, and Ronan Bradley as well. He's really Rob Burley taking the fight to the BMWs, of course. It's BMW 1, Ford Escort 2, then BMW 3 and 4, so you might be feeling a little bit lonely there, Rod, at the minute. So whilst the cars are just making their way round, I wonder if we just quickly pop TSL on the screen so you can just see how things are currently looking. Of course, it's been quite a hectic start, hasn't it? 32 cars in total took the start of this race. Eustace leading the way, Burley in second, Bradley, that's Ronan Bradley in third in Team Legacy, P. Watson in fourth, and Selden fifth, Reynolds sixth, Bassett seventh, Hutchins eighth, Whiteman ninth, and Dan in 10th. So, looks like they've got the car cleared now. So fingers crossed, we will be going racing. Yes, right, lights are off on the safety car, so we will be going racing this lap. Here we go. So Michael Eustace just going to back everybody up. He knows he's going to come under heavy attack from Rod Burley and Ronan Bradley there. Are you ready for this? We've still got 5 minutes to go. That's 5 laps or so, and he's gone already. He's gone already. Eustace has gone. I think he might have caught Burley on the hop a little bit there, but we know he's got some serious pace. Now Burley is closing the gap very quickly. Is he going to get to Paddock Hill? It's only a short run down there. I don't think he's going to do it. He's not, no. So Bradley holding on to third. Eustace leads, Burley second, Ronan Bradley third, Watson holds fourth quite comfortably as well. Everybody else comes through now. There goes Martin Reynolds, he's down the inside. They're streaming down Paddock Hill at the minute. Everybody looking like hopefully they're going to get through safely this time. They're very well spread out though, aren't they? Despite, even though we've had a safety car, very well spread out in fact. Already, Eustace is on the back straight, and we still don't have the tail enders up at Druids yet. So here we go. Eustace leading the way here. Fastest lap of the race so far, 51.416. 4.5 minutes left to go of this race. Still a lot of action to come. Don't take your eyes off this. It's the CMMCS Super Saloons and Tin Tops Race 1. We've got race 2 to bring you later. Before that, though, we will be hearing from the drivers too. Lots to come yet today here. My word, what a day. What a way to end the season here at Brands Hatch. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Perfect day for racing. Looks like Watson is going to have a little look at Bradley there. Tries to go down the inside, but Bradley's going to have the inside line now as they go down into Graham Hill, the left-hander. So Ronan Bradley in third in the Team Legacy BMW, coming under a lot of pressure from Watson, also in the BMW, the orange one. Through they go there. And Selden fancies a bite of the cherry too. Podium place well up for grabs here between those three. Bassett having a great race in that Peugeot as well. Walls certainly mixing it with those front runners in the early stages of this race. Three minutes left to go. Martin Reynolds coming under a lot of pressure too. So Reynolds under a lot of pressure from Dan. Is he going to hold it? Dan trying to go down the inside at Paddock Hill. Things getting very tight up there. And he has managed to hold on, but this time Dan going into Druids in the black car there. Is he going to have the inside line? He's just going to hold it. Dan up the inside of Martin Reynolds. If Reynolds can stay alongside him though, he'll have to run down into Graham Hill. He can't. So Dan has managed to get past, and it also looks like Whitehead's going to have a go as well. Whitehead gets past, and Martin Reynolds loses a couple of places there. In fact, he looks like he's slowing down. He is, because Adams has got past as well, as has Cohen. So Martin Reynolds looks like he's got a problem because it just lost 4 places in the space of 4 corners. Oh, what a shame that is, because Reynolds, of course, is racing with the CTCRC later in the all-comers race. Martin Reynolds, I think, is going to dive into the pits, and he does. So Martin Reynolds is out of this race. Right, how are things shaping up at the sharp end? It is still Eustace leading the way. Burley just cannot get close enough. He's only half a second behind. But once again, Eustace just puts in the fastest lap of the race at 51.374. What a time to do it with less than 2 minutes on the clock as well. So Bradley holding on to third place, Watson in fourth, Selden in fifth, Bassett in sixth, Hutchins in seventh, Whiteman in eighth, Dan in ninth, Whitehead in 10th. That is your top 10 runners and riders as it stands right now. We've had plenty of drama here today. It's not over yet, is it, for the CMMCS Southern Tin Tops and Super Saloons here. Eustace leading away. Watson has got past Bradley. Watson has got past Bradley on that last lap. I'm just trying to see if I can see where they are. Looks like we've got a spinner down here, and oh, and it's Bradley. That's why Bradley has spun off. I missed it. I was looking in the complete opposite direction. Well picked up, Leon. There is Ronan Bradley. He's trying to signal, trying to get somebody to help him out. Oh no, what a shame. What a shame for Team Legacy, that is. We are broadcasting on their Facebook page. Hello everybody from Team Legacy. He's been driving fantastically as Ronan Bradley, but it looks like he's beached it in the gravel and he is out of this race. He gives the thumbs up though to the marshals. He's just going to get out of the way. I mean, look how much gravel there is there. That is deep, isn't it? That is deep. And I'll tell you what, you might not be able to see it, but that is a steep climb up that hill as well. Right, we've got 17 seconds left on the clock. Let's find our race leader, shall we? He's going around the final corner now. Let's pick up the silver BMW. He's just coming around the final corner now. Here he comes. He's got quite a gap over Rod Burley now. He's coming over. He's just going past the back marker there. There he is. Headlights ablaze. That is your race leader, and that as well is your race winner. Michael Eustace takes the checkered flag and wins ahead of Rod Burley in second place. Watson takes third place. Selden will come home in fourth. The Peugeot of Bassett will surely come home in fifth place, but not yet. Here he comes now. So Bassett comes home in fifth. Wow, huge drama right at the end there. Now, I didn't actually see what happened, whether it was contact or whether it was just a spin. But there is Michael Eustace in the silver BMW, lights ablaze. He is your race winner. Rod Burley in second place. There he is, he's waving away. And to be fair to Ronan, he's giving thumbs up down here. He's walking back to his car. He's actually giving thumbs up to the drivers as well. So I think no hard feelings there. I'm not even sure what happened, but I think he might be giving a thumbs up to his Team Legacy teammates there. Well, as the race draws to a close, let's just pop TSL up onto the screen so you can see for yourself how things have finished up in this race. So there we go. Well, it was an absolute thriller. Now, we would like to be able to go down and talk to the drivers. As I've said before, unfortunately, we have been informed that they will not be stopping. They will be sent straight down back to the outer paddock. So I can assure you, you will hear from the drivers a little bit later. Now, before their race 2, we will be in the assembly area and we will speak to all of the drivers for you there, so don't you worry about that. You will hear from the CMMCS drivers and as many people as we can possibly speak to a little bit later today. So confirmation there. Congratulations, Michael Eustace. He is your race winner. Rod Burley comes home in second, Watson in third, Selden in fourth, Bassett in fifth, Whiteman in sixth, Whitehead in seventh, Dan in eighth, Hutchins in ninth, Cohen in 10th. That is your top 10. Race 1 is done for the CMMCS Super Saloons in Tin Tops. I can tell you what though, the race weekend is not done just yet though. We've got more action to bring you later. We have got race 2 to bring you a little bit later. Well, they have popped the top 3 down there actually. Let's see if we can get ourselves down. Bear with us, we're just going to try down. Let's just leave TSL up on the screen for a second, just whilst we run down and see if we can just grab a quick word with them. Right. Yeah. Yes, good. Are you? Yeah. Okay, let's just pop the camera down, 'cause we've managed to get down here pretty quick as well. I wonder if we can just grab Michael very quickly. Oh, look at this, very nice. Almost feel bad now. Well, you timed that well, Michael, didn't you? Made me feel bad now for coming in.
Yeah, I've got everyone else.
Now, look, that opening lap made the race for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Sweeping, getting in the inside, just locked him off. It almost looked like he's trying to get past. He's got so much speed, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm on a little bit of advantage. I'm on treaded tyres as well.
Yeah.
I race on these, so I thought I'd give it a go.
It looked like as we started to actually control the race a bit, and then the safety car came out.
Yeah.
Were you thinking, oh no.
Yeah, I was a bit like, I just got to try.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I thought he's going to get me on the straights. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, keep going, head down. But yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good.
You look a happy man. You got smiles around.
It's my first podium. Well, my first. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
enjoy it. Well, we'll see you later anyway. Might be chatting later too as well. Let's see if we can grab a quick word of Rod as well down there. Rod, how are we doing?
Yeah, good,
All
thanks.
right.
Yeah, fine.
He just got the better of you, didn't he, round the final corner?
Yes, yeah, and once he got in front, it was always going to be hard. Straight to him, long enough.
No.
Grand Prix circuit would have been all right. But no, it was a good race. I hope it looked good.
He did, oh yeah.
I had a plan for the last lap, but it all came to naught because the yellow flag came out. I called him going into Druids, and I thought, I've got a game plan here. And then coming down the hill, I was stuck between the two Fiestas. Not their fault, you know, they're back markers, they got their own race. But that was it. But no, fair play. It was a good race, yeah.
Now, with the safety car came out as well, we were thinking there's an opportunity here, but he just seemed to get it, didn't he? He just nailed that restart.
Well, yeah, and the rules have changed this year. You're not allowed to come up alongside someone.
Yeah.
You've got to stay behind them. And obviously, when you're at the pointy end, you're being watched.
Yeah.
So, it was an opportunity. If it had been a nice long straight, yeah, it would have been a different kettle of fish. But no, I'm just pleased because the car's had so much trouble this year. But we finally cracked it today, and we've done some quick lap times. There's a few more things now that we've got back to actually racing the car.
Yeah.
Rather than it breaking down, there's a few things we can do before this afternoon. So we'll go and have a think.
We'll see you out there, Rob.
Yes, thanks very much. Thank you.
Well done. Let's grab Mr. Watson over here as well. There's Deegan Fairclough now. That was quite a thriller, wasn't it? You and Ronan are having a great battle. I didn't actually see it until Leon, I was at the top, and then Leon said, down here. What happened out there?
Well, as usual, me and Mr. Bradley always close. The last couple of last year or two, he's managed to stretch the legs on me, but we've changed the car a bit.
Yeah.
I've put a bit of hard work in as well, and I've managed to close it. Well, luckily, I'd like to say I closed the gap.
Yeah, you did.
Yes. First podium for a couple of years. I'm happy with that.
Fantastic stuff.
Thank you.
Second later, though, yeah.
We'll try.
Now, I just want to have a quick word with somebody very special over here. Edward, how are you doing? All right. There you go. Come on, mate. Come on. I haven't seen this boy for a while. Deegan, what are you doing here this weekend?
Obviously supporting a bit of jam sport and seeing everyone and catching up with everyone. So we're here today. We were just going to come tomorrow because I'm going up to college at Loughborough with all my mates, Liam and Sid, obviously. But Jam Sport, I got a message from Jamie saying we're only here Saturday, come up. So I was like, we're literally 25 minutes away, why not? We'll come up and then.
Now, you've been a busy boy, haven't you, with this the Rocket F4? Are you doing F4 next year?
Yeah, well, so far 100% it's gone well, so I'm really happy about that. And we've had our first 2 test days so far, and it went mega to having wet test day and a dry test day was just spot on, and learning so much in the car. It was brilliant 2 days, and I couldn't thank everyone enough.
Just don't forget your old mate Ian when you're in Formula 1. It's Deegan's mum, by the way. Right, everybody, thanks so much for watching that one. That's the CMMCS. We've got a race coming up later. Before that, though, we are going to have behind the scenes with the classic touring car racing club. So don't go too far. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
Late to the stage they come, papers to blaze the punk, police on the beats we run, high rise you're not equal chump, I'm above you're below us all, no love in the doja fools, utilize my golden tool, no repentance is overdue, you don't see me now, you don't see me
street now.